Yo guys, welcome back to another podcast episode, first one of 2025. Mid-season review. Three different teams sitting here. Three different, opinions. Start to the season or middle of the season. You want to introduce yourselves again? Joshua and Ethan. Okay.
Logan. Wait, I'm at uni. My bad.
Liverpool, Chelsea, United, contrasting places on the table.
The United Twitter.
Can we can we leave you alone? It's okay, Ethan. Ethan, explain so far how the season has been for you as a Liverpool fan and how Liverpool season has been going at the moment.
Well, I called in the beginning of the year. You can see it. Not came in. Proved that it is wrong. Look at him now. They said he's gonna be gone by December. Look at him. Top in the Prem. But top in Champions League. Yes, we're out in the FA Cup. But yeah, we can't
Carabao Cup final.
Carabao Cup final. See there. Top of the Prem. 7 points clear. Could have been 10, but is.
Joshua, Chelsea fan, do you think your season is going?
I think we, in my opinion, we did as good. I thought we will be worse off, to be honest. I was thinking maybe 10th mid-table, but not probably where Manchester United is. No way though. So yeah, we're doing very good. I think we're 7th, 6. We're 6, top 6. I think if we in top 6, I'll be happy. It's not Champions League football, it's not what I wanted.
I think fourth place now get you Champions League, I'm not mistaken. I think.
Why?
Because there's more teams now and then
yes.
United,
Top 5.
United, England ranking gets
It's
them another,
higher, yeah. So they get another spot. So
I think so, don't quote me on it.
top 6, top 5. If we get into top 4, I think that's a very good thing. I mean, the start of the season started amazing, like playing good football. You know, the team was clicking, team was gelling, and then obviously every team has a slump where we just went down. And we went from like title contenders.
To be fair, you said it's one title contender.
I said so. I told everyone, you talking about Chelsea being title contenders, but we have a young team. We have a team that's growing. We have a team that's learning. Unfortunately, now with the injuries, we are struggling. Every team has injuries, so I'm not complaining about anything. But yeah, so far so good in a Chelsea fan perspective. But we'll see what happens.
Wait, out of curiosity, did Malaysia play for PSV against you?
Last night, yeah, he did.
Did he play?
Yeah, he played. I
He
don't know. I didn't watch the game. What was I going to say? So let's go to United right now. This is a tough ball, but at the beginning of the season, going in, I had not very high, but I had high expectations, won the FA Cup. Yeah, we finished 8th last season, but I thought we would, I thought we would challenge for a top 6 max, on paper going into the season, we had a good squad, 2 good strikers, wingers good, okay, decent. Ahmad Gonecho, Ahmad going into the season, I had high hopes, okay. He did until the injury. Gonecho, I was a bit confident, I thought, it's his third season now, so he's gonna improve, bringing Ukarde in, we needed a 6, and we, signed the 6. Bringing Euro and the luck, I was excited because I thought we just get 1, and then we got Euro. Stealing him from Real Madrid, that made me happy. Then we got Mazraoui. Everything just looked like it was going in a good direction. The first game didn't give me good hope, but I was, confident going in, and then things happened. Ten Hag got sacked. We brought in a good coach, Emerin, changed the style of play. I was happy, but then same old United, same old United, and now we're 15th. Like, I didn't think things would be this bad, but as long as we don't get relegated, we can. The fact that I'm saying that as a United fan, it's crazy to even think, because since the Premier League became the Premier League, not the English League, we've never finished outside top 8. So for us to be in this situation has been bad. But I trust Emerin, the board brought him in. He said he want to come end of season. People must not forget, he said he wanted to come end of season, but they said now or never. And he said he's going to take the job because United was his dream job. If you get the opportunity, regardless of how bad you've been in the last few years, United is United. I've been telling people, when it comes to players not performing, but then they go on to not lesser teams, but they go to other teams and they perform good. And I keep on telling people that, say with the Anthony thing, for example, United and Real Betis on night and day. It doesn't matter how bad United are now. The fact that we are bad just means that the pressure is 10 times worse. And if you can't play under pressure for United, I don't think you'll be able to play for a big club. I'm not dissing Liverpool or Chelsea, but you know, put your bias aside. United is like globally one of the biggest clubs. All these
in the world,
these big eyes on you, lots of eyes on you. Doing it for what the ending is, go back to that. Doing it for Ajax doesn't mean you automatically do it for United. Like the people I hate when people say they go on and they go to other club and they're doing good. Like, yeah, it's not United. Like, number one, we've been bad the last 10 years. So obviously the pressure.
10 years is a decade.
Yeah, but I'm just saying like every player that comes into the club has that pressure on them to take United back to where they used to be. So that is already, before you even play a game, that pressure is on you, let alone going into Old Trafford and the crowd on you. Like, it's a different pressure. I can't explain it, but playing for United and playing for any other team is just it's two different things. So I hate when people are like my friends, when they diss me about Anthony Rashford is now performing, he's playing good. Like, yeah, the eyes are not on you as much as they would have been by United. You get what I'm saying? So
it's the added pressure,
at
being at Manchester.
I don't think going away. I don't think it's that. I think it is, no. United fans like to talk about the past. Under Fergie, this would never happen.
Yeah.
Under Fergie, that would never happen.
That
is the problem. You should keep into the past too much. Think about it. Under Enzo now. Do anyone talk about the past a lot by Chelsea?
Because you tell
me. Listen, it doesn't.
Really, it's about the future.
Yes. No one is what it happened. They done. They over it. They think about the future. Listen. Let me talk. Think before Slot is in now. No one's talking a lot about Klopp's past. Why? Because they think about the future. They think about in the moment. United fans struggle to do that. Yes. United fans struggle to do that. Oh, if that's a real Ferdinand, that wouldn't have happened at the back. It's not. You need to think. You need to move on. Stop thinking about the past. Get over your ex.
Hey, wait, you need to get over it.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, I understand. Now listen, let's leave the girl analogy. Listen, answer this question. Besides Alex Ferguson, name me a manager that has been successful.
Jose Mourinho.
26 years at United, 17 league titles.
There's your problem again?
No.
The past.
No, that's the standard that we are used to. So the fact that we are going so down, it's
Rose 20.
But
I'm talking about every other fan besides the young fans. If, for example, if your standard every week as a player is 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10 every week, and then 2-3 years later, now you take a break and you play a game and you're not up to that level, is that not gonna be in your mind? Oh shit, this used to be me. Like I used to play like this. Why am I not playing? Your opinion, am I right in saying that?
Yeah, I mean, it's the way you take it.
Exactly. So when it comes to United, I understand that we shouldn't be holding on to the past. We are not holding on to the past. We're just holding on to that standard as United. Yes, we need to meet it.
But is it
exceed it?
But look at Chelsea now. With the new owners. As a Chelsea fan, we were expected to be top 4.
Yes.
After Todd Bowley came in, Chelsea ended 6th, 7th, 8th.
Yes.
And look where we are now.
But the minimum requirement.
But we don't say, oh look here, under Roman Abramovich, we were like, pushing for Champions League, winning Champions Leagues. But it's done.
But
that era is finished.
Yes.
But then that doesn't become the standard anymore. You need to lower that. You need to say that's what Chelsea fans. Enzo said. Be patient.
Yes.
Be patient.
And United fans expect it immediately.
No,
they expect you need to fight for Champions League.
Yes,
you need to win the Premier League.
Ethan is right in that, saying that we expect it immediately, which is why the board. You also have to blame the board. They're going for the managers that do the job now. I see they change the approach, bring Emery and signing younger players. But like I said, for United's quality and standard, minimum top 4. Anything out of that is a failure, regardless if you win a trophy or whatever. The standard is that because we are used to that.
You bring the players also from
he's won the FA Cup. You skip Ten Hag. Yes, he's finished outside the top 4, outside top 6. Yeah. Then Ten Hag is better than Klopp. Ten Hag is better than Slot. Then he's bringing him up in conversations that he was never supposed to be in. Then he lost
his job.
Yeah. Then it's like, oh, it was coming, it was coming. You just wanted that man to
As well,
succeed. You
yes.
just wanted him to succeed immediately.
We did.
Even
So
when
isn't
he
it the
won the
same?
trophy.
Isn't it the same
Emerald.
with Ruben Amrin now? He came in from
Small team.
a Portugal,
But that is
a small
different.
team coming into a big
I'll
team.
differentiate now.
Just like Ajax with
Ten Hag.
Ten Hag. He came from Ajax, came to United. They had a few decent runs, went on a slump. Fans wanted more. They demanded more now.
Yeah.
That's exactly back
They
to what
can-
you were
they
saying.
can
They
see-
wanted now. They wanted later.
They don't have
If you want me
patience.
warm food in the microwave and it's cold afterwards, you want it warm or cold?
Exactly.
So then you
It's where your
expectation
patience
mustn't be like
come
that
in.
as United fan.
No, but
You can't just push for Premier League every season.
Exactly.
Like no, but like I said, that Emery, he came halfway through the season. So for him now is to learn. He's the player that
The
he had,
Premier
because
League,
obviously, the
okay.
Premier League and some of the players, because let's be real, over 50% of their team has to leave. They're not good enough to be playing for United. Number
And they're
one.
old.
You recall that number two with Ten Hag, it was different because number one, he came in the beginning of the season, so
Yeah, they signed.
he had some of the sign. Yeah, Emeren has literally one signing, Patrick Dogu. So you can't judge him just yet. With Ten Hag, he had 2 full seasons and all that. And then number three, he dug his own grave. I've been saying, I always said I wanted him to win the league. But you see the things that came out with Varane. Varane was shocked that they continued with him at the beginning of the season because his communication with the team was so bad and he dug his own grave and all that stuff. Whereas Emery, his communication is good. He understands more because, okay, he is young, he's like 40. But it's a process, like I've been saying, that sometimes, no, okay, the strategy at United in the past, no, was that quick dopamine hit. Like example, Casemiro. We should have known he's 31, 30. After 2-3 seasons, he's gonna fall off. But no, he performed well in his first season. We didn't care. He was good, and that was our problem. That is the problem that we had in the past. We want to bring in the Mourinho's, the Louis van Gaals, and we want that quick dopamine to get us back to the top now. But then when it doesn't succeed and they start going down, we're like, oh, it's the manager, it's the manager. Number one, yes, it could be the manager because he's not flexible. Number two, you should be, when it comes to a rebuild does not go so quickly up. It takes time, gradually getting better.
So
And
Chelsea's doing.
yes, that is why I say with Emery I trust, because number one, he's not gonna move away from his style of play. That was Ten Hag's problem at the beginning. His first 2 games he lost most, and then against Liverpool the third game he changed his whole style of play to suit the players. And in the first season we did good, and then from the second season it just went down. And people was like, Ten Hag was successful at Ajax and now he's bad at all that stuff. Number one, he gave into the player power which he should not have done. That was his own fault. Number two, he had to stick to how he played. What brought him to United, the rebuild would have been much better, but you also have to blame the board in some cases because they did not help him at all. Yeah, he brought in Ajax players and stuff like that. But like I said with the Anthony thing, if we had a competent board, no, and Ten Hag went to the board and said, see, bringing Anthony 90, they put down an offer of 90 mil. A sporting director, someone would have said, okay, 90 million is too much. Here's, for example, 50 million for a Jeremy Doku or 40 million for Savinho. Do you get what I'm saying? So it goes hand in hand. Like United is just rotten to the core at the moment. Like a lot has to change. And I mean, it started Ineos is doing some good stuff, but they also done a few bad stuff when it comes to considering the fan and stuff and all that. But with the appointment of Emery and just give him time, I believe that he will succeed. I do believe he will.
So basically, you just see what we did differently.
Yeah.
So
basically, you, yeah.
As United fan, we expect it to lose.
This season, like I said, anything. If we don't get relegated, I'll be happy. Next season, we aim for the top 8. After that, top 6, and then afterwards, if the rebuild goes well, because like I said, United in the past were not known, but they were always with a good dopamine hit, where they sign all
the
players ready for now,
can play.
And then 2-3 seasons they're bad because they are not what we really needed. They were just a quick fix. And
for that one season, it's like a loan.
Yeah, and then So I have a question for you, because for the Chelsea fan, I'll get to Liverpool. I don't think we really need to, because they've been good. Like they exceeded expectations, because like with everyone thought that after Klopp, even me, we thought that Klopp is gonna of the club, like
Liverpool's
do
gonna
it,
go down.
yeah,
Yeah.
but
Odegaard is doing
better
a
than what I
wonderful
thought.
job. A wonderful job.
Because they might still get yeah. So you keep it.
Okay.
So the Sancho situation.
Jaden.
Yeah. From a United fan, I thank God that he's left us because
And I
I've
think
never
God has
seen-
given him to us.
do you think
He's been playing good.
are you watching the same Charles that
Yes, I
that we
am.
watching?
Remember,
Let's also-
how old is Jaden Sancho now at the moment?
Wait, let me.
How old is he? How
He's
old is he?
24. He's still young.
He's still young,
But
eh? Do you know
have you
do
seen-
you know what the average age of Chelsea
No,
is?
that is not the. I'm not going into that. I'm talking about his antics and how he's conducted himself as a player. Look at what he did with the Rashford thing. The
Freedom!
the writings on the wall were when. No, you explain to me. Now, this is what irritates me. That people still defend him. He's the one of the most entitled players. You explain to me, or give me example of a manager that gives a player of 3 months during the season to go fix their mental health while earning 350k a week to go sort themselves out, and then he come back and he's not any good. And then the next season, the same thing that Emirates did to Rashford and Garnacho recently. Let's not forget that, but they say Ten Hag's a fraud. Ten Hag said he hasn't conducted himself well in training, which is why he wasn't chosen for that game. He runs to social media to say he's been made out to a scapegoat. All Ten Hag say is for him to say sorry so that he can come back into the squad. No, he doesn't want to say sorry. He feels like the most entitled player ever.
He's bigger than he wanted to
He
be.
thinks
Bigger
he's
than the
bigger,
club.
yes. And then
But he hasn't done that at Chelsea. So what's your question about
my
Sancho?
question is, how did that? You say that stuff about freedom, no, for Rashford, and then he played that game against Brighton. He come on the first half and he played like over 60 minutes, and then he's been bad. And then I know that they tell me I mustn't look at stats all the time, but in his last 12 games, 1 assist. And if you go on TikTok and any social media platforms, you see people bashing him, saying he have all this to say about other players, about Rashford. Yeah, Rashford is bad and all that stuff, but he's saying freedom and stuff like that, and then he doesn't do any better.
At
So my
Chelsea.
question is to you: you have a different opinion, but you just one person. I've seen hundreds of people say Sancho, they scratching their head and they're like, why did they put the obligation to side him? Like, he's not better than the wingers that you have, and you could have brought someone through the
At the
academy.
moment now, who's better than Sancho in that Chelsea squad?
I'm taking Madueke. I'm taking Pedro Neto.
And then
That George kid, I saw him play in the FA. I saw him in the FA Cup play and he was decent. Like, there was no need to spend 30-40 million. They spent 10 million on a loan, and then they still 30 million obligation at the end of the season. So you spend 40 million on a winger that you don't really need. Yeah, I would benefit your squad, because let's not get it twisted. Sancho, talent-wise, he's one of the best wingers.
He's got the talent.
He got the talent, but his mentality is so putrid. Like,
I think someone said it in the week on their social media on Instagram.
let's not take talent away from us. Talent-wise, Sancho's better than 60-70% of the wingers in the Prem. I admit that.
Yeah,
But when
talent.
it comes to his attitude and how
His commitment, yeah.
he's right, the writings on the wall. When he was at City, he was bad at training and stuff like that. Ethan is just not logging. By Dortmund, there was something that came out that said that at his first spell at Dortmund, they had to come knock on his door to come waking up for training and stuff like that. Like, how did we not see these signs?
His mentality.
His mentality, Matic said, him and Pogba were always late for training, and they were supposed to be the highest paid players, but they're acting like kids. Like, explain to me your take. You clearly do not feel the same way.
But off and on the pitch. Off and on the pitch. Now we're talking about off the pitch. He does all these things. But never once, when he was at Chelsea, has there ever been one complaint from Enzo's side. From Mariska as the manager who sits in training, watches him play, watches him do all these things.
I understand.
There hasn't been one complaint. Again, what Ethan is saying, why do you want to go to the past and what he did in the past? He's a past player. He's a Chelsea player now at the moment. He's not.
But he's not justifying why. For me, from watching him, that game against Pele was the only game that he justified himself.
Okay.
I don't see it.
You bring the past out.
No.
That's your problem. At Dortmund, how many years ago was it Dortmund?
It doesn't
How many years
matter
ago?
what you-
Listen, how many years ago?
It doesn't matter. Like, you're not getting the point.
I'm listening what you're
What-
saying.
You're
bringing
a
up his
different,
past.
that's a
Yes,
different
you
thing
bring up
with
his
clubs
past.
and players.
Okay.
What you do in the past will always come back to haunt you. I'm not saying that Sancho's gonna flop in it. I'm just saying that Chelsea fans should be beware with the writings on the wall. That's all I'm
What
gonna
did
say.
they do comes back to you, no? At the was. Look at Benzema 15.
What?
Benzema had 15 old goal. Yes, it came up. It didn't affect him.
Yeah, but that is not. That's
Listen, let me talk,
a
bruh.
separate incident. You're not talking about.
It's
a
off the
lot-
pitch.
But you're not talking about multiple of the same stuff
that's
happening.
continuing
Yeah.
happening.
That
Yeah.
happened once and never again.
But that's what we're saying now.
Yeah,
Jadon Sancho hasn't done that.
exactly. He's
Maybe he
changed
hasn't
now.
done it yet. Maybe he's still gonna do it. But at the moment, he hasn't
done
been doing it.
Okay,
He's
so
coming
you-
to training. He's been putting in his role. Yes, maybe he has off
days.
now and then.
Maybe
That's
that's-
football.
yeah.
You're a footballer.
You winger, you don't have to.
You don't have to win it. You don't have to always play
You-
quality.
Yeah,
quality.
you can play
quality
1-2
all
with
the time.
someone, but that person it does just.
Okay, so listen.
But like you said, stats. I must look always stats. You bringing up stats. What's
didn't
his
bring
gameplay? Yes, you
Yeah,
do.
what-
Yeah, I said
You
12
did 12
games.
games.
I
Yes,
don't
yes.
want to. I say I don't want to. But if you look, so in that 12
You can
games,
listen.
in all, in all that games, has he been good? Like he's
Yeah.
been like.
He hasn't
like,
been excellent. He hasn't been like showing quality. But that's the thing that Chelsea
So in
is
your
right now.
okay, let's end the topic here. In your best 11 at Chelsea, is he starting?
He's not starting.
Case closed. Okay,
He doesn't have to start though.
but
He's a bench player.
remember he's
He
on.
can come as an
He's
impact.
better, yes, because he's not better than the wings that we have at the
Yeah.
moment.
Remember if he's gonna sign to his permanent, he's probably gonna earn 250, 300k a week. Number one, for the 300k player to sit bench and not be one of your best,
Best
players, that says
That
a
is
lot. The
question,
fact
yeah.
that you're not
That is a question that you must
Okay.
ask yourself.
You saying that? How much did he buy Alexis Sanchez for? And how much
free,
is
we got him for free. But
what is his
you
wages?
obviously paid a lot because you're bringing up
750 wasn't
His
no
wages.
450k a week.
What
Yes.
was he doing at the club?
So the mention.
Nothing. Yeah, but okay.
Was there questions about it?
okay. Yes, there obviously
There
was
was
because
he was
he was the highest paid.
around.
There was,
Yeah.
he was the
Big
highest paid
questions.
player, and he didn't live up to it because, like I said, when it comes to United, playing for United and playing for any other team in the world besides Real Madrid, Barcelona, also like the levels
The
are
Giants,
different.
yeah.
If you can't handle
The
the
media
pressure,
watches you. Everyone
Yes.
watches you. There's gonna be
Arsenal
more
and
attention.
United, regardless of where they were at the times, if Arsenal was there, United was there. If you take pressure and the pressure, then it's obviously like that. That's all I'm gonna
Pressure?
say.
What pressure?
What pressure?
So yeah, let's go to the Liverpool thing, and then I want a prediction for this.
Obama.
I don't think there's nothing to even say about the Liverpool thing. Don't you think?
I feel like a slump is coming.
You think so?
Honestly, I
I see
think the draw against Everton,
I
the
think
draw
draw
against
against
Aston Villa, yeah,
The Plymouth
okay, but,
sorted it.
but
You know
they
what?
didn't really care about the FA Cup.
the slump will start.
The slump is gonna come.
But will start when
It's
Salah
gonna
and
come,
Maguire.
and then they're gonna
That's
start
when I
dropping
believe.
points.
I
When it's
told a friend,
closer to the contract expiry, then
I
they're gonna
don't-
start.
I said no, once train, Van Dijk, Salah leave. Like those
That's
three
the core
players are
three
your
players,
best core
But
players.
apparently they're busy with the contracts now.
They're all young.
Let's see if they stay on good for Liverpool, bad for the Prem. But if they don't, yeah.
And
So
we
what
need
do
to
you
see.
do? On that note, I'm
We
the
have Conor Bradley.
On the
I mean,
Arsenal
Conor is-
prediction.
but did he come off injury? Isn't it like?
nice.
He played yesterday.
But he came off.
No,
Okay.
train came off. with him.
Yes, Trent came off and then they brought someone else on.
Didn't Bradley play?
No, he played and then he got a knock and he came off. They brought him off again.
I think what's not tonight.
Oh,
So
my
yeah,
goodness.
I want
Give me a DSTV code, please.
I want all your predictions for the season with Liverpool in the league and other competitions and in
Who's the champs? Yeah.
Okay, we win the league, we win the Premier. We win the league,
The Premier League.
we win the Premier League also, we win the Champions
What?
League,
That's
You
all
win
what-
champs?
Leave him.
we win the
That's all
Champions League
crazy.
also,
Yeah.
and the Carabao Cup.
I know. And then you, what do you say about your team?
I think my team.
Champions League also, Premier also.
Nah.
What a guy.
We're not even in Conference
Let's
League
just
is a
be
must.
honest on us.
Conference League is a must win. If we don't win the Conference League, then questions need to be asked by Chelsea. I know it's a small league, but it's a trophy that I'll take home and a trophy that I'll post. I'm like, yeah, get in there, boy. Conference League is a big league, guys.
And then
Come
in
on.
the
now.
league, what you finish?
In the league, finish
Top
first.
four.
Nah, I don't think Chelsea has the grit yet. I say top 5. I say Champions League. If it is what is through that route and saying that you get Champions League top 5, I say 5th or 6th. But mainly I'm pushing top 5. That's where I want us to finish. Champions League. I'm
Winning,
thinking Real Madrid is going to win the Champions League.
They just look unstoppable.
They
Because
look
of
unstoppable,
Mbappe now.
especially after last night. After
Even
that.
Boston, we see how they panic again.
Okay, Boss is playing, but I think they will lose to Liverpool.
That's a bold prediction. I
Boston also starting the slump 50-50.
Yes, I also think so. I think they're gonna lose to Liverpool, and it'll be a final between Real Madrid and Liverpool again. And then Alisson's gonna mess up, just like Kele did back.
Darius.
I mean,
Yeah.
carrier, sorry.
Zero ball knowledge,
Back-
and just for
backing.
that, you can hand the mic over.
No, I'm still
You can
busy.
just hand the mic over.
FA Cup, I think Newcastle's going to take the FA Cup. They have a good team in cup competitions, and I think they're going to win the Carabao Cup. The Championship, I think.
Oh my days, stop going to the championship.
PSL?
Oh, nah.
Nice.
So with United, like I said, anything outside of relegation zone, it's sad as that sound for me to even put United to say it's sad. But that Cameron can start the rebuild properly because, like I said, he never wanted to come in midway through the season, which I agree with. They should have let him finish it. They should have left. But then again, he's also learning about some of these players now in these tough times. So the players that he might have kept when he came in, that maybe the players that he kept during the preseason, because remember preseason in the league is different. So maybe for example, he would have kept Bruno if he came in then, but now because Bruno's been playing a bit off, he would sell him. So yeah. So anything outside the relegation zone to rebuild, and then
But Nagui.
anything outside, I don't know.
10th.
Obviously, I
Top
want the
10.
top. Let's say top 10.
Top
Let's say
20.
top 10. Let's
Top
be
10.
nice. Top 10.
Good.
Semi-final of the FA Cup, I would like, but without injury list, bro. We literally fielded a bench with 0 appearances in the Prem, besides Lindelof.
I just saw that the academy players were like,
So yeah, and then Europa, probably semi-final also.
Semis.
Semis
We have
in,
in the round of 16.
I don't know. They didn't make the draw yet. It's tomorrow because it was still playoffs.
Oh, yes.
And then to win the Champions League, I think it's gonna be a Barca Liverpool final. I really do think so with Barca.
nah.
If they,
How
I
can it be
don't,
Barca and Liverpool, but they played each other in the round of 16?
are they?
Yes.
Then I don't know.
No, Barca might play PSG or
Yeah.
Benfica.
Yeah,
Don't they get you?
No.
I'm sure, but I checked.
I don't know. It's fine.
I'm sure I saw Barca and Liverpool play each other. in the
It
round of
doesn't matter.
How can first and second play against each other in the
But
round
my
16?
prediction
16.
is for Barca to win. That's my prediction to win.
To win the Champions League.
Barca.
I
I'm a
don't think-
Barca.
I don't think they have it.
I don't.
I
You
think
must
that-
know Barca and Bayern, my two teams. I don't think Bayern have it, especially with how they struggled against Celtic.
See?
What's the company? Oh, I see.
And so I might play PSG or Benfica.
See,
So then what is this?
that's end.
And
So then they're
first
gonna
and
come
second.
there and then you see.
Oh, the Champions League is so trash.
So yeah,
I want to play Champions League.
and then
Keep us in the comments.
yeah, and then next season United to win the league. I'm joking.
Yo,
I'm joking. I'm joking. So yeah, guys.
That's actually mentalization to win the league.
Thank you for joining me. Thank you. Your knowledge has been crazy.
I'm joking.
Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Till next time.